So let's see today we will see the string. So what I'll do, I'll directly demonstrate you so that you can simultaneously you can observe also. So I'm just going and creating a file. Let's say string test.java. String test.java. Now till this particular point, I hope everybody know how to create this file and all. Now I'll just start with public class. Let's say string test, and then static void main. So don't forget to write here string args. Square bracket you can put anywhere, okay? After args also you can put the square bracket. What I want, I am declaring one. So we are doing the first string problem where we'll be taking the name from the user and we will be displaying, we will tell hello to that particular user, okay? Or welcome to that particular user. So this simple program. Now first of all, let's see what is string. So string here we declare like this string. Let's say I'm declaring text is equal to, so in double quotes we can declare like this. Okay, so strings are declared in double quotes. Remember this, in Java, strings are declared in double quotes. Even in the C language also the strings are declared in double quotes only. Okay, so this is how we can declare the string. Now, let's say here I'm creating a variable of string. So I'm saying string name. In this particular variable, I'll be taking the name of the user, right? And then I'll try to say welcome to that particular name. Now I want that from the user. Okay, so I'll be using, let's say, scanner class. So for scanner, I'll require import java dot util dot star. Okay, java dot util dot star. Now I'm creating the object. So let's say scanner sc equal to new scanner here. Now what we will say, let's say system dot out dot println. We will ask the user enter your name. So after seeing this, user will try to enter his name, okay, and we will store in some variable. So for that purpose, we have declared this name variable, and in this variable, we will going to store it. So let's say name is equal to sc dot. Now this is what text, okay? This will be a text only. So we will say sc dot next only. That's it. So it will store that name inside this name variable. Now what we will say system dot out dot print ln. I'll say, let's say welcome. I'll give one space over here, and then I'll put this plus sign to concatenate, okay, to concatenate that name, and then I'll say name variable. So this will try to say what? Welcome to that particular user, okay, whatever name is entered. And see here, I have declared what? A string type variable. So let's try to compile it. Java, C, string, test. And what I did, I just pressed tab, and then automatically this came, okay. Oh, I didn't, okay. There is one extra line, this one. So let's try to compile it. Now see here what error it's throwing. Here we supposed to write what? system.in in this. Okay, because it's telling me what, no suitable constructor found for scanner. That means we are just simply trying to create the object of the scanner class, but there is no constructor with 0 parameter. Okay, so we have to pass some parameter inside this. So what we can do here, we can say system dot in. Now if you see, it got compiled. Okay, I'll just clear my screen. Yeah, whether all of you can see my screen, this one command prompt, all of you are seeing?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, thanks. So just now I compiled. Now I'll try to run it. Java. So string, enter your name. So I'll just enter, let's say Amit. So it's saying welcome Amit. Now again I'll run this. I'll say Amit Kumar. So I entered Amit Kumar, but it's telling me what? Welcome Amit only. So this scanner.next, it's not taking the surname, right? So on space, it's getting terminated. Clear, all of you? On space, it's getting terminated. So let's see. Now I'll be doing the program exactly the way you will be doing, because let's assume that we are not knowing any function of the scanner class. Okay, and we are just trying to search the possibility in what way we can just display entire welcome Amit Kumar like this, right? So we will just try to explore this, and let's see, and we will try to explore all the functions of the scanner class, so that whether there is any option available with the scanner class, so that we can just display the entire name, right? So how to see, because let's say suppose we don't have the documentation also, and we are dependent on this command prompt only, and let's say we will try to search from here. So what I'll do, I'll immediately fire java dot util dot scanner. If we know, for example, if you see here, what I just imported java.util.star, right? So by this star means what, I actually wanted to import only scanner class. Okay, and it's there in the util package. So I could have written simply import java.util.scanner only, that's it. And it would have made my program less bulky. Okay, otherwise if I'll write util.star, it will going to import all the classes. It doesn't matter, there might be thousands of classes in this util package. It will going to import all the classes in my this simple 5 lines of program. Okay, unnecessary I am doing what, my code too much bulky. So if you are a smart programmer and you know which class is where exactly, you can exactly import the class which you require, so that your code will run a little bit faster. Okay, and it will also consume less memory. Anyway, so the idea is what, the scanner class is there in the util package. Now I'll go in the util package in the scanner class, and I'll just try to explore what different functions are available, because I want what, I want to print the entire thing. Okay, entire thing. And this sc.next, this next function is terminating just like a scanner function. It's getting terminated on this page. So if I am entering Amit Kumar, I'm entering Amit Kumar, it's not taking the surname part. Okay, so it's displaying like this. I'm entering Amit Kumar, it's displaying welcome Amit. So this Java P utility, what it will do, Java P will give me all the functions of variable which are inbuilt, which are available in this java.util.scanner class. So with this Java P utility, we can always explore whether there is a class or an interface. We can explore all the contents of that, and which are the different functions methods are available for us to use, right? So I'll just enter. It's taking a little time. Okay, so there are so many functions available. If you see here, so many functions available. For double, we can use next double, right? For float, we can use next float, next long, next int. For int we use next int function, this function. Then okay, next line is there. What do you mean by this next line? Okay, we have heard this next, and if you see here, it's a string, right? It's a string which this function will going to return the string, and whether it will going to take the entire line, next line. So we can try out this particular function. Okay, this function where this function looking useful to me, right? And which function we used? We have used next function. It will be there somewhere there. See, if you're seeing so many functions available, right? And these are just, see here, these are the constructor of the scanner class. So if you see here clearly, there is no constructor available with zero parameter. If you see, this is the simplest constructor, these two. And the first one is having what, java.lang.readable object it's taking, and the second one java.io.input stream is taking. So I will use basically this particular constructor where I am passing what, system.in parameter to this input stream, right? So the constructor, all the constructor of the scanner class, they are taking at least one parameter. Okay. So yeah, so we have used this one, public java.lang.string next function. We have used this one. Let's try to use next line function. Okay, which we have just seen, this one, next line function. Okay. I'm just trying to explain the way you will going to explore. Okay, what is important for me is you by yourself should be able to write the program, and you by yourself should be able to explore everything, right? So whenever you are getting stuck anywhere, you can always throw JavaP utility. You can see what contents are available in any class or any no any interface, and by just looking at the function name, you should be able to utilize. So for example, now the function name is what, next line. Now I want to use this particular function. Clear? Now what is the return type of this function? This function return type is java.lang.string. That means whenever I will use this particular function, it will return a string, right? String value. So at the left hand side of this particular function, I must have what, a string variable. Now second thing, whether this function is marked as static. Okay, so this function is not marked as static. So that means to use this particular function, I'll have to create the object of what, this is which class, student, this is scanner class, right? So I will have to create the scanner object. We have already created the scanner object as sc, right? So I will use that sc, and what I can say, sc dot next line, right? sc dot next line, and I'll be able to call this particular function. Obviously on the left hand side, I must have what, a string variable. So let's see now. I'll going to use this particular function. So in place of this, I'll just comment this, and I'll say I'm having this sc object. Why I require? Because I have seen the documentation over there, and it's clearly written that no, that next line function is not what, it's not a static function. So to call that particular function, I must create the object of scanner class. So I'll call over here. Let's say name is equal to sc dot next line, and let's compile it. I'll just clear the screen. Java C. Java C. Let me check why it's showing this error. Okay. Now, just 1 minute. I'll just pull this above. Okay. I'll enter Amit Kumar. If you see here, it's written what? Welcome, Amit Kumar. right? So earlier it was not giving, earlier it was giving only welcome Ami, because we had used over there what next function, and which the function next function was terminate, what was getting terminated over the this one space. Okay, it was treating as the second input, so it was only taking what the first input. But this next line will take the entire line, right? So whenever you want entire line text, you can always use sc dot, I mean next line function. So I hope this program is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt in this particular program, all of you can ask me. You have any doubt, or you can just post chat in the chat box if you have any doubt. So no doubt, we can proceed further then. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do, so now whether there is any other option also available to take the inputs, of course we can use what buffer reader, right? And with the help of buffer reader, we can use the read line function, and with that read line function we can read the entire line of text. So that option is also available. You can explore that option. If anybody want, then I can explain whether all of you know that buffer reader line. Any, all of you know? Okay, okay. I'll explain that, and I will explain such a way that you will remember forever. So let's see that buffer reader line. So what I am doing, I'll just copy this and I'll create a separate file. String test1 dot java, and I'll just remove all this. Okay. So what I have done, and remember I have changed the name as what, string underscore test1. So I am writing the same name, okay, over here. See why it's important. If you are declaring a public class, if you are declaring a public class, then this class name and your file name must match. Okay, their names must be the same. But if you are not declaring the public class, okay, if you are leaving it as what, a protected or default access modifier, then there is no need to have the same name as what the class name and the file name should not match. I mean, it's not compulsory to match. But if you are writing public, then it must match. I mean, the both the name must be the same, the file name and the class name. Clear, all of you? So remember this thing. Now what I'll do over here, I'll try to take the input from the user by using buffer reader class. Okay. So to take that class is available in import java dot io dot star. Okay. So that buffer reader class is available in io package. Okay. So I'm importing on the classes of io package in this particular program. Now I will write. So the class name is, remember, buffered. Okay, buffered reader, buffered reader, and I'm creating one object of this one. So I'm creating reader object, buffer reader, reader equal to. I'm saying how we create a normally for example, for scanner we create the object scanner s equal to new scanner, and in the scanner this constructor we have passed what system dot in. Similarly over here also, first of all we will write new buffered reader, buffered reader, and then just see here I've closed the bracket. Okay, but this buffer reader will also require something. So here I'll have to create the object of input stream reader, input stream reader. And in this, what you can do, you can just say system dot in. Okay, so in this you can just pass system dot in. So this is a big line, this is a big line, but you will have to remember, and I'll explain this one how to remember this. So just remember buffer reader equal to new buffer reader. In this particular class, in this particular constructor, what we are passing, we are again creating the object of new input stream reader, and to that new input stream reader we are giving that system dot in, which we used to give in scanner constructor. Now the one problem with this buffer reader is what, since it is a part of IO package, so it will throw the exception also, right? So it will throw certain exception, because we will try to accept the input from the user, right? And if certain exception is thrown, so we need to catch that particular exception. So if in our program, if we are not writing this in a try and catch block, if we are not writing this particular line in try and catch block, we can simply say over here, if we are not willing to catch any exception, we can simply write over here throws exception. We can simply write there throws exception. So we are not bothering about any exception being thrown in this particular function. Okay, we are just simply throwing all the exception, and we are not bothering to catch any particular exception. We are not bothering to handle any exception. So we are just simply throwing all the exception, right? And it's important, because if you not do this throws exception, then this particular line will give you error that this class normally throws the exception and you are not trying to handle the exception. Either you must write in try and catch block and you properly handle it, but if you are not handling it, you can simply just say over there that throws exception. And by saying this, we are telling that we are not bothering about any of the exception. We are simply throwing all the exception. We are not going to handle any exception in this particular function. So we have said this one. Now what you can do, after writing this particular line, okay, after writing this line itself, you can simply just try to compile it, right? For example, suppose I commented all, and I'm trying to compile it whether this is right or wrong. So you can just simply go over there, you can just check it, Java C string test1. So I'll say string test1 dot Java, and if you see here what it's telling me, yeah, so it's telling me the same thing, that class string test1 is public and should be declared in a file name string test1.java, right? And if you see here what I just now explained you, that if it is a public, you are making it public, the file name and your class name must match. And if you see here, the file name is what, string underscore test1.java, string underscore test1.java. And if you see in your file, the class name which you have written, that is what, string test1, right? So you must write what, the same name as your file name. So the file name is what, string underscore test1.java, because we are declaring over here is public. So here also you must write the same thing, string underscore test1. Clear? I'm saving this, and then let's again compile it. So it got compiled, right? And that means it also shows that means our this particular line is what, it's correct. Okay, this line is correct. So let me explain this particular line, why we are writing such a big line. So let's go to over here. So first we wrote what, we wrote buffered reader. Okay, first we wrote buffered reader. Now there is a class called as buffer reader, okay, which is normally it is designed to handle stream of text, okay, for handling the stream of text. Now there is one class also there that is called as input stream reader. Okay, so basically this class is designed for handling the input stream of text, right? This is designed for handling the input stream text. But the problem with this particular class is if we will simply going to use this particular class, it will, let's say suppose I am writing hi, how are you, right? And I'm entering from the keyboard this line. It will going to take one by one character, okay? It will not take the entire line. So it will going to take one by one character. It will try to store it, or it will try to store in the variable, or it will try to take one by one character from the string. It will not going to handle the entire string at once. So there is a one buffer reader class. What is the idea of buffer reader class? This buffer reader, as the name suggests, it's a buffer. It will create one buffer, okay, one buffer like this. So from the input stream reader, the input stream reader will read one by one character, and it will put inside this particular buffer. So let's say H, it has read, it will put inside the buffer, then I, then this particular. So once what will happen, once we are finished with entire text line, entire thing will be there in the buffer. The moment we will press what enter, then entire thing will go in the variable at once. Okay, so that's why we will not going to use simply just input stream reader, though we can use, but we will not going to handle one by one character. So what in place of that, what we will do, one by one character we will take, and that we will put inside a buffer, and inside the buffer all the characters will be accumulated together, and once everything is over, we will simply what, we will press enter, and then entire thing will be inserted inside our variable. Now there is one more point. So if input stream reader is there, input stream reader is there, okay, then why here we are writing what, system dot in. So why we are writing this one? So from where this input stream reader will going to take character one by one? Obviously it will going to take from certain standard input system, right? And here we will be using our keyboard. Our keyboard as what, standard input system, right? So from the keyboard we will going to press one by one key. From the keyboard we will going to press one by one key, and then this will be inserted inside, I mean the input stream reader will take one by one key or one by one character, and then it will going to insert inside what, it will going to insert inside buffer reader, and then from the buffer reader we will press what, so buffer reader is like this. Then here we are having input stream, and let's say here we are having what, keyboard, right? So from the keyboard we will press the button, one by one character this input stream reader will take, and then it will going to insert in this particular buffer, and then at the end, once we are finished, we will just press enter, and then this will be inserted inside what, whatever variable we are having that side, right? So let's say name, so it will be inserted inside name at once. Is there any doubt in this particular and since, and why it's throwing the exception? Because it needs to create one stream, okay? It will have to create one stream with this particular keyboard, right? So if some certain thing will happen with, for example, if some connection problem is happen of the keyboard, okay, of this particular stream, certain thing will happen, then what it will do, it will going to throw the exception, right? So we will have to handle that particular exception, and if you are not handling that exception, then you must write over there throws exception for this particular line. So in this line, any problem? So how you can remember, from the keyboard we are passing the character to input stream reader. From the input stream reader, it will going to read one by one character, and it will put inside the buffer, okay? And from buffer we can read at once, and we can store inside this any variable which you declared over there. Any doubt in this, all of you? Okay, so I hope this line will be clear to all of you. Now let's go ahead. Okay. So what I will do now, I will create what, string variable. So string name I have created, and here I will say system dot out dot println, enter your name, enter your name. Now user will see this, user will going to enter. I will store, right? Where I will store? I will store in name variable. So I will say name is equal to, Now there is one function in the buffer reader, read line function, and that read line function, okay, again I will show you. Let's go there. Why I'm using the buffer reader class? Okay, because I want to read certain text from the user. Let's explore this buffer reader class first. So suppose I don't have the documentation. I'll go there, Java P, java.io dot buffered reader, java.io.buffer reader. So these many functions are available. If you see clearly, there are two constructors available, java.io.buffer reader, which taking two parameter first character, that is java.io.reader and int, and second one is taking what, java.io.reader. So java.io.reader, in place of this we are passing over there what, input stream reader, right? And then so int read is there, which throws IO exception. Then this read line is there. Okay? And there is one more, this read line is there. If you see here, both the read line, they are throwing exception, IO exception. And that's why for this particular read line, what we are doing, we are writing over there throws exception. Okay, because this function, this read line function will going to throw the exception. Now if you see here, this read line function, the return type is what, string. So that means if I'll use this particular read line function, it will give me some string. Clear? And left hand side I must have a string variable, right? So what I will do, I will going to use this particular read line function. And now I want to use this read line function, but I don't know how to use it. So I will check it. Since this is there inside a class buffer reader, I will check whether this function is marked as static. So if you see a public java.lang.string readline is there, so this is not marked as static. That means one thing is clear. If I want to access this function, I will have to create the object of buffer reader class first. Then I can say object dot that read line, and then I'll be able to access it. So let's go there. Here we have created one object reader or buffer reader already, right? Now I want to use that function, so I will say object dot, so reader dot read line. Okay, so this function I am using, and it will going to return what, a string value. I will store inside this name variable, and then whatever name I will get, I will just simply say welcome to that particular name. Let's save this and try to run it. Enter your name. It's telling me what, welcome to Amit Kumar. Okay, enter your name Amit Kumar, welcome to Amit Kumar. So whether these two programs are now clear, all of you? Please, if you have any doubt at any moment, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, I'm giving 1 or 2 minutes, just check it. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can proceed. Okay, so all of you understood. Now what I will show one thing. Let me create one more file, notepad. So now I am moving, now I am moving towards the functions of what? Strings. Okay, the functions of the string. So let's check string. Let's say string function dot Java. Okay, string function dot Java. String function. So I've created that class. And here we will write string args. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just take one string, let's say str is equal to welcome. So I've taken one string. Now what I'll do, I'll write system dot out dot println. Okay. I'll say length of the string is length of the string is. So there is one function. There is one function that is called as length function. Okay, length function. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you all the functions related to. Okay, we will see one by one 4-5 function. Then I will show you the entire function of the entire class of string, and then I'll leave up to you to explore all those functions. Okay, but a few of those functions I will be explaining over here. So there is one function. How to call that particular function? So of course on the string object. So the variable is what? Str. I'll say over here str dot length, length. Okay, length function is there. So let's first check the output of this particular program. So it must give me the length of this particular string. String function dot java. String function. If you see here, the length of the string is what? 7. Okay, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So total 7 letters are there. It will give me the length as what? 7. So there is one function, length function, which gives what? First function we wrote what? Length function. Length function, right? Let's see. The second function is what? So there is two upper case, okay? Two uppercase function, and one is there, two lowercase function. So lowercase. Okay, these two functions are there. So they can make your string uppercase or lowercase. So let's check it. What I'll do over here, I just copy this. So I'll just say over here, string in uppercase. Okay, so I'll do what? Str dot to uppercase. Okay, str dot to uppercase. Similarly, over here, what I'll say, str dot to lowercase, and here I'll write string in lowercase. String in lowercase. So let's check the output of this one. So I'm compiling again and running that. So if you see, the length of the string is 7, then string in uppercase is what? Welcome. You see here, this is all uppercase, and then string in lowercase, welcome. Okay. So these two functions, two uppercase and two lowercase, 3 functions we saw. Then let's go ahead. So there is one function that is let's say concatenate is there, then let's say one index is there. Okay, so let's see that particular function, index of. Okay, so here we can pass any value in this particular parenthesis, and for example any letter I will pass, and it will show me the index of that particular letter. Okay, so let's check it. What I'll do, let's say over here, index of let's check index of this M letter. Okay, so index of M letter is str index of M. I'm passing that letter. Okay, I'm passing that M letter inside this particular function to check what is the index of that particular letter. Just save this. Okay. If you see, the index of M letter is what? 5. Okay, 5. And if you see the word is what? Welcome. So W is 1. I mean, you need to start from 0. Okay, so W 0, then E 1, L 2, then C 3, then O 4, and M is what? 5 index number. Okay, so remember one thing, whenever we are trying to calculate what length, so length will calculate total number of characters available in that particular string. And if you're trying to find out the index number will always start from 0 index. Okay, so this is the W is at 0 index number, E is at 1 index number, L is at 2 index number, right? So the index number will always start from 0. And if you're calculating length of a string, then it will calculate the total number of characters are available in that particular string. Now let's do another one function, that is dot concatenate. So concat function. So the job of this concat function is what? To concat to string. So what we can do, we can take over here, let's say string str1 is equal to Amit, string str2 Kumar. Now what I'll do, I want to concatenate both the string. Okay, I want to join both the string, but there has to be one space in between both the names, right? So I'll do what? A string str3 equal to, so first I will say str1. Okay, str1 dot, I will say concat. So I will concat with one space first this particular string. Okay, and then so this string will be having what? String1 dot concat one space, right? So this in str3 will be having Amit space. So here we'll be having Amit, then there will be one space. Okay, and after this I am saying str3 is equal to str3 dot concat, let's say str2. Now I am concatenating the str2 to this str3. So that means now it will have what? Amit, then space Kumar, then let's print out, sorry, dot print ln string 3 is str3. Okay, so let's check it. String function, you see the string 3 which I made, that is what? Amit Kumar. Okay, I concatenated both the string, I could have done with one simple operator plus sign also. For example, if you see here, the plus sign is concatenating this string 3 is colon and then plus sign, and this space is there, then plus sign is there, then str3 is there. So actually this plus sign is used for concatenation only. Okay. So in that way also I could have concatenated. For example, string st3 str3 is equal to str1 plus str2. So in that way also I could have concatenated, or let's say str1 plus then space then plus and then str2. So in that way also I could have done, but I wanted to use what? Concat function. So I use this particular function. And let's see the next. So yeah, let's say suppose in the string test. So in the string, let's say suppose there it's there welcome now I want to, or let me write like this. I want that Amit Kumar should come in what? Double quotes. Okay, welcome Amit Kumar ji. So this Amit Kumar must come in double quotes. And let's print this system dot out dot test. Okay. Now if I have written like this, so the compiler will get confused whether this is the end of the string, okay, or because it will treat the first double quotes as what start, and then the second double quotes is what end of that particular string. But if in between any double quotes will come, then how it will going to take? So let's try to compile this and let's check it what it will do. Okay, obviously it will give some error, so let's check it. See here, it's telling me clearly that string test welcome Amit Kumar. It's pointing over here. It's telling that something is needed, like semicolon is needed. Okay, it's trying to explain me in some way. Here also it has pointed. Okay, here also it has pointed, right? So there are two errors. Let's try to resolve this particular error. So if we want, the same things need to be appeared in this particular string, because the start of the string is having double quotes, the end of the string is also having the double quotes. But if in between we want double quotes, then what we can do? We can simply use this backslash before this one, and here also backslash before this one. So it will basically going to ignore that. Okay. So let's say we can also have a single quote. We can also have one more backslash. Okay. So whatever things special character you want, if it's giving you error, what you can do, you can just simply ignore it by giving one backslash before that. So let's compile this. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just printed test. Let me print. I'll just remove this. I want to print this test variable value. Okay, to compile it. Okay, if you see here, welcome Amit Kumar G, right? So double quotes is coming in this. So with the use of backslash, you can just escape, right? And the way we have worked with escape sequences like slash n, new line character, backslash character, slash t, tab. Okay, so all those will going to work here also, no problem at all. If you just simply say slash n, it will going to give you the next line, okay, with the slash n. So that thing is there. So I'm just saving this particular file for your reference. Now one more thing I want to demonstrate, so I'll just create another file. So notepad, string quality, string quality Java. Okay, so I'm saying this public class string quality. I've created this public static string args. Now what I will do, I will create one string, let's say str1 is equal to str1 is equal to okay Amit, and I will declare one string variable str2. Clear? And then what I will say, if str1 is equal to str2, system dot out dot println both are equal, else I'll say I like indentation. Okay, your indentation must be exactly the similar way the way I am doing. Okay, don't write anything in one single line. You must have indentation. Okay, the moment anybody will look your code, he must understand this for what language you are writing the code, and it should be neat and clear. So system.out.println both are not equal. Okay. So depends on my string to variable what value I will going to input, and depending on that it will check if both the strings are equal. I have simply written what if str1 is equal to str2. I have written system.out.println both are equal, else system.out.println both are not equal. Okay, simply I just want to check both the strings, and what I will do, I will use java dot import import java.util.star, and why I imported that, because I'm going to use scanner class. So scanner sc equal to new scanner, and here I am taking what system dot in. Then in this I will ask the user to enter any text. Okay, so system dot out dot print ln enter any text, so user will going to enter the text, where I will save in str2. So str2 is equal to sc dot next, so I'm just taking next because I'll be taking only one single text. Okay, if you want to take more text with separated by spaces, then you can use what next line, but here I'm using just one word or one text, so that's why I'm saying what sc dot next. Now depending on what text is there inside this str2, so my output will come. Now remember, the str1 is what Amit, okay, with a capital letter, and let's try to run this. Java C string quality. Okay, it compiled Java. Telling enter any text, and I am entering the same text Amit. Now tell me what will be the output. So just post your answer in the text box. I mean in that chat box. What will be the answer? I'm entering Amit only. All of you post your answer. I hope all of you got my question. See, in the program, what I've written, I just want to compare both the string. So string 1 I've taken as Amit. String 2 I have just declared the variable, and I am taking from the user. So user will enter, and then I will try to match. And simple code I've written str1 is equal to str2. Then both are equal. Otherwise, both are not equal. And on the prompt, I will compile this code, and I'm entering what, enter any text. I'm entering same as Amit. Now just tell me what will be the output. So only 2 people have replied. Rest other people are sleeping, I think. All of you are there. I think I'll have to take the attendance. So many are not there, I think. Okay. So almost. Supriya. Supriya, are you there? Supriya, can you hear? Supriya Moite. So unmute yourself, Supriya.
Yes, sir.
Supriya, you were there in my class, right? In FE?
Yes, yes.
You forgot string explanation. Okay, so those everybody who has written equal is not correct. Okay, there is a reason. So yeah, Rishabh Shetty has written because 2 Amits are created. Okay, and Matthew has given what, not equal answer. So let's see the output first. I'll enter and then see the output is what, both are not equal. Okay, both are not equal. So there is a reason for this particular stuff, why we are getting this thing. So let's try to understand first. Clear? So there is one str. There is one str variable, str1 variable. 1 minute. So this str1 where I have taken Amit. So the what compiler will do, okay, in Java it will create one instance of str1 and it will going to store in the memory. So this str1 will refer to this Amit. Okay, so in the memory this value will be there somewhere stored, and this str1 will refer to this particular Amit. Now what I am taking another string str2. Now this str2 value we are entering from the user. So though it's taking Amit, okay, but it will be stored somewhere in some other memory location, right? So this Amit is stored somewhere over here, and this str is referring to this one. Clear? So this is referring to this one. Now if we say, if we try to compare it, okay, if we try to compare it, so what it will do, the equal to operator, this equal to operator will check whether this str1 and str2 are referring to the same object or not. But since str1 is referring to this Amit and str2 is referring to this particular Amit, let's say suppose this is having the address 400 and this is having the address at 4004, right? So both the addresses are different. Okay, both the locations are different. So this equal to operator will give you that both are not equal. So equal to operator can only check whether both the variables are referring to the same location or not. Okay, same object or not. But in Java, strings are what? In Java, strings are immutable. Remember this. In Java, strings are immutable. That means once the strings are created, we cannot change it. We cannot modify it. The moment you are trying to no create any other string, that a new string will be created. Though you are writing the same string, a new string will be created and it will be stored at some other location. The previous string cannot be modified. Clear, all of you? So a new reference will be created for that one. And if you really want to check, if you really want to check whether both the strings are equal or not, then you must use equal function. Okay, dot equal function you can use to check. And there is one more function, I think, equal ignore case. Okay, we can check this one, equal ignore case. So this even can check with the ignore cases. So let's say suppose somebody has written what? Somebody has written Amit and someone has written this Amit. So this is with the small letter, this is with the capital letter, though the entire word is same, but this function will only check with if all the letters will match, right? But this function with equal ignore case, it will going to check, it will ignore, it will simply basically ignore the cases, right? And it will basically try to check whether both the words are equal or not in it, I mean, ignoring the cases, right? So these two functions are there, and whenever you want to compare the two strings, okay, whenever you want to compare two strings, you must always do by what? Dot equal method or equal ignore case method, right? You never check it with what? Equal to operator. Clear, all of you? If you have any doubt, please ask me. I'll just demonstrate this particular program. So in place of this, what I will do, I will simply say over here str1 dot equal str2. Str1 dot equal str2. It's equals or equal. We'll just check it. Let's go there. Java p java dot lang dot string. Java dot lang dot string. Let's check it. There are so many functions available. Okay, so many functions available in this string class. See here, two uppercase with one parameter. Okay, without parameter, two lowercase, without parameter, with parameter. Split is there. Replace, yeah, replace one nice function is available by which we can replace certain thing, right? So you can replace the first occurrence, you can replace the all occurrence of that word, right? So that function is available. Even matches function is there. What I was searching for dot, I think it will be equals. Let's check it. It will be equals. Yeah, see here. So that function is what? Equals. So it will return me boolean. That means it will tell me true or false. If both the strings are same, then it will give me true value, otherwise false value. And there will be some somewhere equals ignore case. Okay, equals ignore case is there. So equals ignore case and equals function is available. So we're going to use what? Equals and equals ignore case. So please remember this. The function name is what? So the function name is what? Equals. Okay, equals. And second one is what? Equals ignore case. Remember this. Equals ignore case. So I will use these two functions, and these two functions are not static. So before using these two functions, we will have to create the object of string class. So let's go there. So if you see here, these two the objects of string class. I will simply say str1 dot str equals, okay, equals str2. And now I am saying if both the strings are equal, then system.out.println both are equal. Otherwise, system.out.println both are not equal. So let's try to compile this. First, I'm saving this and let's compile it. I'll just clear this, clear screen. I'll say Java C. String equality.java and then Java enter any text. I'll enter Amit. So it's now it's telling me both are equal. Okay, now it's telling me both are equal. Earlier it was giving me what? Both are not equal. Now one more time I will run this, and now this time I will say Amit. Okay. So the first word is what? With capital letter Amit, and the second word is what? With small case Amit. Now let's check. So it's telling me both are not equal, even though both the words are same, but since the case is not matching, it's telling me what? Both are not equal. So in place of this function, what I can use? So I'll simply comment this so that you can refer it later. And I'll just copy this. And here I will just use equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. Compile this. Now I'll say Amit. Both are equal. So if you see here, it's telling me what? Both are equal. Why? Because I've used equals ignore case. So now this time it will ignore the cases and it will really check out whether both the words are same or it's different. Instead of, it will just ignore the uppercase or lowercase later. Okay. So this is all about string class and many functions I've shown you. But if you just see here, I will just clear this and Java P java.lang.string java.lang.string. Sorry, my mistake. Java.lang.string. If you see here, so many functions are available. What I want from you guys is you must know now how to use all these functions. Okay, so if somebody will tell you that please give me the demonstration how you will going to use which function, let's say replace function or replace all function or matches function. For example, suppose I am giving you that write a program in which you will take one line of a text from the user, and then you will take one word from the user and then try to find out whether that word is there inside that line or not. Okay, this is simple program, and then you must see whether any function, any ready-made function is available in this particular class or not. If it's available, then you must know how to utilize that particular function, right? So you just, what you will do, you will just fire Java P utility, and you will just first of all see whether that any function is available of that kind in that particular package or not. If it's available, then you just try to explore how you will going to use that particular function. Okay, so you must know how to use any function from any class without looking at the Google. If you know the syntaxes from here, you must be able to use that particular function. This is how I learned, and I'll also inspire you to learn in the same way. Of course, you can take the help of the Google, the whole world is taking, but from your side, you should learn how to utilize any function. If any documentation is given to you, you must know how to write the code to use that particular function. Okay, if you know that particular thing, if you learn that, then any code you can write simply if you know what different functions are available to you. So what I'm giving you that whatever I've taught you, I'll just post inside this thing Google Classroom, and I'll hope everybody will practice that particular all the programs, and then few, addition to those functions, you will try to explore some more functions from these string class, and you will be doing over there, and these 3-4 programs from your side you will be writing, you will be posting inside your experiment group. Okay, so this is what the thing from your side, and those who have not done the arrays programming, I'll be recording the videos of that. I thought I'll from my side I will record and post on the YouTube, so that if anybody is not understood, then they can just see those YouTube videos. Okay, and once I will finish that recording and everything, I will just post the link to Sushri, then she can give all of you, or you can just subscribe to that channel. I can post the link of that one over here, and then you can be notified from that one. I hope there will be one Python class also